So, hello. So, welcome to Super Divorce on YouTube. Hello. It is late night video that I'm doing here. You see, Super Divorce played a concert tonight in Dayton, Ohio. Um, Good reception. Fantastic reception, really. It was a good time. It was a good concert. Um, Hello. Hello, one viewer. Viewer who you are. Hello. Super Divorce played a concert tonight, and it's very late. It is this late. It is. Can I? It's 4:32 a.m. In the morning. That means it's very late. Um, After we played, good brother Andrew and I, we went over to what is it called? Smoking hot barbecue on the corner of Fifth Street in Dayton. I got some barbecue, came home, and then Andrew had not seen the fights yet from last Saturday's UFC event, so we. Uh, hey, Obi-Wan's here. Obi-Wan wants to know if the crowd went crazy tonight. Some of the people went crazy. It was an interesting split. It was interesting the way the crowd was set up this evening. I was at a bar called Blind Bob's, and from where we were on stage, it was like the left side for some reason. Um, in front of us for about 20 feet forward, I would say. The left side was like barren. Um, but then the right side of us was like pretty crowded, and there were people dancing and such. And it was a really weird setup. I don't know if I've ever seen anything quite like it. Usually, you'll have people who kind of like inch their way forward and kind of stand, near the stage. And they'll get so far, and then they'll stop, and there'll be a kind of a gap between where the stage ends and then the people begin. You have like a few feet where you could kind of like get down and walk around, and the quiet ones were just in awe. That's true. That must be true. I wouldn't be surprised. But it was weird how it happened, because this was not like a weird. Well, it was weird. It wasn't like a normal setup for a show. It's like half the audience on the right side. The right side were like, they were pretty crowded up to like the front of the stage, going back towards the bar, and then the left side of the stage, from like the middle of the stage over to the left, it was just like barren. And I don't know why they did that. Why people set themselves up that way, but that's what they did. So, but it was fun. We had a good time. We played our set. We covered Hinder tonight. We got a great reaction for that for some reason. Even though it was just for fun, it was just a goof. Had some like real Hinder fans in the crowd. So, that's cool. Um, yeah, so it was a good time. It was a good time. There's Spectrum. I'm interested. I don't know the answer to this. Uh, Obi-Wan, what is your cable company called in Australia? Do you guys have multiple cable companies, or is it just one? Right here, we've got Spectrum. As you can see, they kind of do their bouncing screensaver, because we're not Foxtel. So in Australia, it's Foxtel. I wonder if Foxtel is anywhere related to Fox, like the regular, Fox network here in the U.S. Um, Fox Sports, Fox News, any of that. Foxtel. It could be completely different. Is Foxtel the only cable provider that you have there? How does that work? Be interested to find out. You know, I don't know to what degree uh, you're allowed to set up cable companies in Australia. If it's something that has to like be run through the government or whatever, I don't know. I'm not sure how that works for you guys. Spectrum. Spectrum used to be called Time Warner Cable, and eh. Andrew said if he opened a hotel for foxes, he'd call it Foxtel. Obi-Wan said, I had them for the last month. I had it through my PS4, but my internet's too slow, so I canceled it. Yes, it's Fox, and they have a monopoly. That's too bad. Do you guys not have anti-monopoly laws in Australia? We have them here, but it doesn't seem to work out very well sometimes. Um, you know, Foxtel. So if you're a fox and you need a place to stay, go over and hang out at the Foxtel, guys. If you're a fox and you're listening to this program tonight, you're wondering where to stay. If they told you they don't serve your kind at the local Holiday Inn, maybe you should try a local Foxtel. Obi-Wan's not a lawyer. They have no other option. So you just have one possible cable provider in Australia. Wow. I mean, so there's no Dish TV. There's no like Dish Network. Um, Nothing. That seems crazy. Uh, no alternative to Foxtel. Hmm. Yeah, that doesn't seem right. Seems like a bad setup, Obi-Wan. Uh, so you had Foxtel through your PS4 and you canceled it. Um, but I guess you still just have the PlayStation Network. Can you get what's it called? PlayStation Vue, PSVUE. I think that was the name of it, where you can sort of subscribe to like individual channels a la carte. Obi-Wan said, not that I know of. Foxtel just bought the rights to the cricket, so I might have to sign up again in the summer. Well, I hope it goes well for you. I hope that it goes well with Foxtel. Uh, Wait, hold on. You said you might have to sign up again in the summer. Is that? I just realized that you're in a different season. You're in a different season right now, aren't you? You guys have different seasons. Your seasons are mixed up down there, aren't they? Because it's summer here right now. It's about to be fall time. Are are the seasons swapped? Is that how it works? Is that what we're looking at? I think that seems right. It's winter. Wow. Wow. That's an Owen Wilson wow. That's so crazy. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Man. So, so I encouraged you to go out to Red Rooster in the middle of winter. So how cold is it? Is it snowy? You know, is it snowy right there? How wintry is it? How wintry does it get? Have you built any snowmen recently? Because it's not going to be winter here. Well, let's see. You've never seen snow. Wow. Really? Obi-Wan has never seen snow, guys. That is insane. Never seen snow. Wow. Uh, I mean, do you long for it? Is it something that you would like to see? I feel like that would be a shame to have never seen snow. Coldest is about 5 degrees Celsius in Australia. That would be such a bummer to never see snow. So you've never been sledding? You've never been sledding? You've never built a snowman? You've never had a white Christmas? Wow. That is that is too bad. That makes me feel awful. Red Sandmen. Yeah, it's not the same. Your dad promised you'd go on a ski trip when you turned 12. Never happened. God, that's tragic. Do you guys have any I don't know. Sorry, you have to excuse me. I don't know the geography. Do you have any place where you can go skiing or snowboarding or sledding or anything? Do you have any sort of what do they call those? Ski resorts? Are there any ski resorts in Australia? Do you have any peaks that go that high? I don't know. You have to excuse my ignorance. I think the last time I learned about uh, the Australian geography was probably fifth or sixth grade. So it's been a while since I really looked into this. But now that you're here, I feel like I feel like I should revisit it. I should know these things. Um, yeah. Promised a ski trip at 12 years old and you were never taken. Andrew said the middle of the country is basically Mars. Obi-Wan said, over east there's mountains. Wouldn't cost much less than going to Europe, so I wouldn't do that. So you'd rather go to Europe than go visit the mountains in the east in your own country. I mean, yeah, I guess if you're gonna have to spend big dollars, you might as well take the trip and go out of the country to say that you've done it. Have you ever considered going to Iceland? My wife and I vacationed there, well, almost 3 years ago now. So crazy. It's been that long. But Iceland's really fun. It's a really wonderful place to visit. Highly recommend it. Uh, if you're looking for a place to go, you will probably, well, I guess if you go at the right time of the year, you would see snow. Not sure if your knee will ever get well enough to ski now. Well, even if it's not well enough to ski, uh, I feel like it'd be worth going to see the snow. It'd be worth going and building a snowman and frolicking. You could frolic in the snow, or you could go to New Zealand, as Andrew suggested. He wanted to know how expensive it would be to go to New Zealand. That's another option, I suppose. I don't know much about New Zealand either, so you have to pardon me on that as well. Andrew, have you been to New Zealand? Is that something you've done? I've never been to New Zealand. I couldn't really tell you much about it. Um, Obi-Wan has not looked into New Zealand, so not at this time. Hmm. I mean, I just can't get over the fact that Andrew's not been. He's been to Europe a bunch, but not yet to New Zealand. I just can't get over the fact that Obi-Wan has never seen snow. When it was such, it's crazy uh, when you have something that was such like an integral part of your childhood. Um, Obi-Wan says the girlfriend loves Scotland, so the UK is pretty much the plan when we have enough saved up. Yeah, that didn't sound too bad. But our winter's pretty bad in Ohio, Obi-Wan wants to know. It depends. This last winter was really, really mild. I mean, I don't. We might have had like an inch of snow at one point, but I don't feel like it was ever like really covered for an extended period. But there have been winters where from, the end of December through probably March, you didn't see the grass, you didn't see anything. It was like snow in some form. Um, I don't. I'll say this. I like uh, I like the snow around the holidays. I really like when winter starts early, and starts snowing near the middle of Thanksgiving, or sorry, middle of November near Thanksgiving. I like when the snow begins around that time and then uh, it kind of progresses through the end of December. I enjoy my white Christmas. I like a white New Year's. I like seeing, well, when you're driving around, people, I don't know, again, how it is in Australia, but around Christmas time, you get all the Christmas lights and people decorating their houses and whatnot. And it always looks much more festive and much more uh, beautiful. I would say it's very beautiful to drive around and see at night, especially. The Christmas lights are on and everything's covered in snow. It's just, it's lovely. I love that. Um, but once the holidays are over, like once you get into January, that's when it becomes miserable. When the snow lingers for too long, you're just like, okay, all right, we get it. Okay, we've made our snowmen, we've done snow angels, we've had our white Christmas, we've had a white New Year's. Let's just get on with getting towards springtime now, because you don't need the snow on the ground. Um, yeah, so yeah, they do the lights in Australia, but everyone's just sweating their balls off. Obi-Wan says, and it just does not seem as festive to me. So maybe if I had grown up that way, maybe it would be different. But uh, for my money, I would prefer a cold holiday season. Um, that's just me. That's just me. So, uh, I don't know. If you had your pick, Obi-Wan, would you say would you say you would rather uh, experience a nice, cool? Let's see. Yeah, it's all about what you've grown up with. I mean, does the idea of a cold Christmas seem strange to you as an Australian? Is that a weird thing? It just seems to me like it would be like a universal fact that it would be better to have a white. I get it. Not saying you're wrong if you like your warm Christmas. Uh, Head on over to Roosters on Christmas Day. No, because all the Christmas movies are set in the Northern Hemisphere. Well, I mean, it's not like Australians can't make movies. So don't you have your own Christmas movies you can watch? Do people not make movies in Australia at all?
Mad Max.
I don't know if Mad Max is a Christmas movie.
Could be.
It could be.
Die Hard's a Christmas movie.
Crappy ones. Have you ever watched Mad Max on Christmas? How do people feel about Mel Gibson in Australia? Is he a traitor? Do you guys think of him as a traitor? Because he kind of traded in his accent at a certain point. Now you couldn't even tell at this. Yeah. Now, if you talk to him, you'd never know.
Yeah.
You'd never know he was an Australian. I don't think that. I don't think Steve Irwin would have done that.
No.
I don't think he would have traded in. Uh, Obi-Wan said he watched Wolf Creek on Easter. What? Mel Gibson was born in the U.S.?
Was he?
Obi-Wan said he thinks that Mel Gibson was born in the U.S.
Hmm. Always thought he was Australian.
Yeah, I thought it was Australian too. Uh, Steve Irwin was not born in the U.S.
No. Well, they still got Eric Bana.
Eric Bana,
Yeah.
he's an Australian?
Yeah.
I didn't
Beast.
know
He's
that.
a beast.
Hmm. How about Paul Hogan?
I feel like Paul Hogan in Australia is like Hulk Hogan here. Where it's like, yeah, we all know him, but
Yeah. How does the Obi-Wan? How does the average Australian view Paul Hogan? Is he a national hero? Do you guys cherish and admire Paul Hogan? Because I'm trying to think of the greatest, uh, well, the most renowned Australians that I can think of. So it's like Mel Gibson, Paul Hogan, um,
I'm saying Eric Bana.
Eric Bana. I didn't even know that he was Australian. I would say Steve Irwin.
Yeah, Steve Irwin. That's a gimme.
Yeah, everyone loves Steve Irwin.
Except for Stingrays.
Yeah, that's true. It's too bad. Who else?
Man.
Oh, oh, Heath Ledger and Russell Crowe.
Oh yeah, Russell Crowe. I didn't know Heath Ledger was Australian.
I didn't either. I didn't know. Yeah, Heath Ledger, huh? I didn't know that.
I forgot about Russell Crowe.
Yeah, and Russell Crowe, he's good.
Well,
Uh,
he's got a shitty band name.
what's his band called?
30 Odd Foot of Grunts.
It's a strange band name.
That is 30 Odd Foot of Grunts isn't really a memorable band name.
Bon Scott.
Oh, yeah.
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 How about Greg Norman?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Wasn't there a big tennis guy from Australia?
Obi-Wan is their big tennis guy.
I can't remember his name.
Uh, a big tennis guy.
Big tennis player. Or he used to be, like maybe in the 70s. Why can't I think of it?
Pat Rafter?
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
My.
Leighton Hewitt?
Mm,
Not ringing any bells.
no. It's possible I just don't even know it all. And any name would just not register with me.
Okay. So let's put you on the spot here. Obi-Wan, Who would you say is the most famous Australian in Australia?
Watch him say Mark Latham.
Doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be a an actor. Uh, it could be a politician. It could be
I think it's Mark anyway.
just who's the most famous person in Australia. This is stuff that we should know.
Household name. Everyone knows him.
He said Rupert Murdoch.
Yeah, yeah. Well, all right,
Okay.
yeah, that's a gimme.
Yeah.
He's a
Okay.
household name here too.
Yeah. So we've got that in common.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's the most famous person here, but he is a household name.
yeah, especially during that weird time when everyone thought he was like a James Bond villain. He might still be a James Bond villain. Who
Hmm.
knows? God, who was it that there's somebody like tried to hit him in the face with a pie or something?
Who tried to hit him?
There was like there was some kind of hearing or something, and it might have been in England. And I think somebody tried to hit him in the face with a pie.
Someone tried to hit Rupert Murdoch in the face with a pie.
Yeah, they might have
Just like a
they might have succeeded, but
just like a spectator, like threw a pie at him, or
like
they.
ran up and had like the plate covered in like Cool Whip. Covered in
Okay.
pie. And I think they might have got him. I don't remember. I remember there was a whole spate of like pie attacks in England.
Uh, Obi-Wan, do you recall Rupert Murdoch being attacked
By pie.
by a pie man? He said the CEO of Qantas had that happen recently.
Oh, recently?
Yeah.
Well,
What
I
is
guess
what is Qantas?
it's airline.
Oh, it's an airline. Okay.
But I think they have some. I think they're kind of like GE, where they have other stuff as well.
Mm.
But you know,
So
the pie of the face is nicer than a school shooting. So
yeah, that's it's much
pie,
better.
pie it up over there, guys. I'm not gonna step you.
Yeah.
I mean, you're probably ruining some expensive suits, but
Yeah. I mean, and it's better than punching random people too.
yeah. I
So
guess if you just had like the whipped cream on a plate
yeah.
and you're swinging for the fences, it's as good as a punch to the face.
But what if it was just like a toss? Oh, he said it was the only airline that Rain Man would go on.
That Rain Man,
Yeah.
like Dustin Hoffman, or the real guy? Rain Man.
I'm guessing Dustin Hoffman.
Oh. Well, I mean, there's a guy that that character's based off of, but we'll just say Dustin Hoffman. Well, yeah.
But Dustin Hoffman's character or actual Dustin Hoffman?
Whoa, that now it's a multi-layered affair.
He said it's in the movie.
Oh,
It's been a long time
yeah.
since I've seen
Jeez,
Rain
yeah, I
Man.
didn't even know.
Fun fact though, um, there is a segment of the movie Rain Man that is shot just about a half hour away from my house in Cincinnati.
You know,
Just just about 30 minutes south of here.
there's been
There's a
several movies shot in this town.
right here in Lebanon. But there's a bridge in Rain Man that they go across, and that bridge goes across the river from Kentucky to Ohio, um, and that's just about a half hour away from here. So, yeah, if you've seen Rain Man, you've seen a little bit of my neck of the woods.
You know, well, you could see the actual city if you want to watch some really bad movies.
Yeah, you could. Like Harper Valley PTA.
And Milk Money.
Milk Money was filmed here, in, at least partially. The whole thing wasn't.
They shot downtown. They shot at Barry.
Yeah, the movie Milk Money with who was in that? Antonio Banderas and
Tony
was he?
no, I think
Maybe I'm just thinking he was married to her, wasn't he?
yeah, Meg Griffith. Meg Griffith.
Meg
Griffin.
Meg Griffith Griffin.
Meg Griffin.
Griffin.
Yeah,
Griffith?
not yeah Griffith or Melanie Griffith.
Melanie Griff.
Jesus.
Melanie, what? I don't know. I haven't heard her name since like the 90s.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, Melanie Griffith, and
Melanie
then
Griffith.
oh, it's Ed. What's his name? Ed.
Ed
He's in Apollo 13.
Harris.
Yeah,
Ed Harris. And
yeah,
Melanie Griffith.
and then a bunch of kids that I'm assuming are all on cocaine now.
And Melanie Griffith was married to Antonio Banderas. That's why I was
Yes.
thinking that he
Yeah.
was in the movie, but he wasn't. He was
Yeah.
just married to her. Andrew, Obi-Wan wanted to know uh, what you do that keeps you going to Detroit.
Oh, that's where I'm originally from. That's where I was born. Uh, I've got still got family up there, and visit. We got season tickets to the Detroit Lions, which is an American football team. I guess I shouldn't have said that as condescending, because he probably knows what American football is. Uh, it's like rugby, but with more drugs. So yeah, we would go up there and visit family or go do some kind of activity. That's my old stomping grounds.
He asked if he said, "Do you know Australian football?"
Uh, yeah, Dan used to play Australian rules football.
Yeah, my brother-in-law was actually in an Australian football league that they had in Cincinnati. Um,
It was a lot of fun to watch.
did you go to some games
I've
like that?
I've seen games before. I think I maybe went to one of Dan's,
Yeah.
but I watched like the more pro guys. I just like that nothing stops.
Uh huh.
There'll be like people playing, and like somewhere in midfield, people will be having like a fist fight, and then there'll still be everyone else in the team is still playing. I don't know if that's the standard, but that's what I'm accustomed to. It was kind of like mutant league football, but with real people. I couldn't tell you what all the rules are because it's weird the way like rugby is hard to start understanding, but once you get it, it's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But Australian rules football is
Well, that's how our friend Obi-Wan tore his ACL.
playing that.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I can see it. It's some big open field, high speed open field hits.
So do you plan on rehabbing and are you gonna get back on the field? Are you taking it easy from here on out? I hope you're gonna get back to it. It seems like it'd be fun. I always thought it looked pretty cool.
It's a weird shaped ball.
It is a weird shaped ball, but
Same with rugby.
yeah.
I guess it's not weird to them, but
Mm,
weird to us. It's like cricket bats.
yeah.
Although, if I was gonna pick a bat to have at my house to hit people with, fuck a baseball bat. Cricket bat all the way.
The cricket bat. Uh, Obi-Wan says he'll never play football again. He's gonna try and get back to cricket.
Yeah, that's got some arcane rules to it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never played cricket and I've never watched a game of cricket.
Well, there's a big scandal recently with some bowler cheating. I'm sure it's hot news over there in Australia. What was that? Was it this year or last year? They were doing like a World Cup or something, and then sandpapering the ball, doing some cheats, some
Sandpapering the ball?
yeah.
What happened? Like what does that do?
Well, it changes like the aerodynamic, so it makes it like curve or dip.
Yeah.
I mean, they do it in baseball as well.
Well, I know
You
like the
scratch it or scuff it.
I've heard of like the spitball.
Yeah, well, you're making it so like the spitball, you're making it so like your fingers slip off
Yeah.
of it, and then the scuffing it or gouging it with something makes the air pass over it differently will makes it want to curve or dip or rise or something.
Um, he's impressed you've actually heard of these. He said it was the Australian captain and vice captain, and they got suspended for a year each.
Oh, is that what happened? Well, I thought the captain guy they were like talking about banning him,
Uh huh.
but I didn't hear what the resolution was.
Yeah.
They both got a year off. I knew the co-captain got a year off, but I thought the captain was like in more trouble than the co-captain. But you just got to have some big cojones because this is like huge televised event,
Yeah.
and he's out there sandpapering the ball. Like when the ball, he's got the ball.
Yeah.
Every camera in this arena is pointed at him.
And he was doing it like on TV.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you get to do like this kind of. They allow in cricket. They allow you to like polish the ball to a degree,
Uh
where
huh.
you can like clean it. And but like during that phase is when he was sandpapering it.
Where did he get the sandpaper?
He brought it with him. I think they tried to pass it off as like some kind of tape,
Yeah.
and then they were like, "No, no, dude."
He asked if you've seen the footage of the guy shoving the sandpaper down his pants.
Yeah, he, I think he knew he got caught, and he went like wrist deep. It was like the reverse wrestling where he went deep. He was trying to like hid that under his balls.
This sounds incredible. I'm gonna have to look this up.
Yeah.
So it was just, was it like guys on the Australian national team? Is that what it was?
Yeah, it was like like it was a World Cup or something. It was big, like the biggest cricket event there is.
Huh. And is the U.S. represented? Do we have a cricket team?
I don't think so. It never really quite caught on here.
Because I just feel like I feel like we have to. I don't know. I feel like we have to get in the mix on everything.
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
So
I
it
think
seems like
there's
we'd
cricket has a lot of rules, and there's a lot of formal wear and tradition, which is
yeah.
things that we just don't jive with. Like if you can't, adjust your nuts and spit everywhere, then we just don't really want to play it.
Yeah.
But they probably think Americans are too stupid to understand the rules.
Do you guys have baseball? They have baseball in Australia?
I don't
Any
know.
baseball teams?
Baseball's big in Japan.
Obi-Wan said it was a test series in South Africa.
Test series?
What is a test series? I'm not sure. I don't know what that term means. Never heard that before. Is it like a test series? Would it be that wouldn't be preseason, would it?
Well, you got all kinds of different. We're dealing in different terms right now.
Because that
We gotta wait for the clarification.
yeah. Tests are the matches that go for 5 days.
Ah, okay.
Is there some significance to those? Is there like a regular season that leads up to a playoff at the end of the regular season or something like that? So that's how typically all the sports here in the US work. It's like you'll have the regular season and then the teams that, finish with the best records move on to the playoffs, and then there'll be sort of a playoff tournament that leads to a championship series or game or what have you. So I don't know if the test series is just like something that occurs during the regular season, but they play 5 games against the other team or something
Maybe it's just an endurance match
that.
to see if you're worthy of playing cricket. Only you have to play for 5 days straight, no sleep.
He said it's too hard for him to explain over these messages.
Yeah, I believe it.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, you can't. You can only type so much.
Yeah, that's all right. We'll assume that
We'll just make up our own canon how cricket works.
we'll start. He said he'll leave a comment. Should we do sequential cricket next? And we'll break down every cricket game that's ever been played.
That was a wicked googly.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind watching some cricket sometime.
You're gonna have to watch some tutorials
Yeah,
on the rules.
a lot of rules.
Well, it's just the way that that it works. There's, you know, because it looks like baseball, but it's not really. It's basically, I mean, baseball is like the pitcher versus the hitter for the most part, but there's more field play.
He said, "You know what a googly is?" Again, impressive.
Well, aim to please. I'm a I'm a worldly man.
Yeah, a worldly man, a man of many tastes,
Yeah,
a man of leisure.
yeah, philosopher, sage, man of leisure.
In your leisure time, you just get to explore all these world sports.
Yeah,
You're a man of sport.
a sport, a man of I like horse dancing.
Do you like sport?
Dressage. I watch a lot of highly competitive dressage.
How about high lie?
Oh, do they still play that in? I want to say Brazil or Argentina or something. Maybe Colombia. I don't know. It's big down there in South America, but like people die playing that. That's fucking wild.
He said they'd call it a wrongin'. A wrongin'. Wrong apostrophe UN.
Yeah, we got that here too.
Yeah, wrongin'. Do they have high lie in Australia?
I feel like that's a South American only deal.
Is it? It's only South America.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean,
People died playing high lie.
do they chuck because they've got that big scoop? And the
Yeah.
thing's like a wooden ball or like hard as hell. And I think those they get up to like 200 miles an hour or some shit like that. I mean, they fucking whiz those bad boys.
How do you spell it?
Jailai, I think.
Jailai. Is that it?
A. It's ALAI, believe.
ALAI.
High LI.
High lie. Yeah, look it up. I don't know much about it. I just know it's very It's a very dangerous sport.
Yes, incredibly dangerous. Super dangerous.
It's like a. It's like a more extreme. It's like more extreme lacrosse, kind of.
No, it's kind of like racquetball, but instead of the racket, you've got this gigantic scoop, and then they sling it in these huge courts.
Well, that's what I was thinking about the slinging part,
Yeah,
where it's like, because in lacrosse they
yeah, but it's
have to
like
use
they
the.
play off a wall, so it's
Oh,
more like racquetball, where they've got the lines on the floor,
okay.
and but it's just at lethal speeds with something that's made out of like I don't know. I'm gonna say mercury filled
A
hoopers.
mercury-filled wooden ball.
Lasers attached to it or something.
uh, uh, Obi-Wan wants to know if we've heard of kabaddi.
No,
Kabbadi.
no, I don't think so.
No,
It's
I've
not.
never heard of that.
It's not ringing any bells.
What is this kabaddi? Am I saying it right? Kabaddi, 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 kabaddi. So many different possibilities.
You know,
I'm still probably not saying it right.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that it's like Australian sheep racing, where you have to they race the sheep against each other, and then they just send one guy out and try to catch as many as he can and shear them.
He says it's an interesting sport, big in India. He learned about it on YouTube.
Well, cricket's really big in India.
Mm.
Cricket's monster. A lock. He'll talk to you. He'll talk your ear off about cricket.
Oh, really?
You know.
Huh. He said we should watch some highlights. Okay, we'll check out kabaddi. Check that out. Who's Australia's big cricket rival? Do you guys have a rival? Anyone that you just hate playing, or like when you get paired up against them, it's game time.
I figured it'd be like the UK.
The
Seems right.
UK,
It feels like there should be
yeah, you said England.
you know, I was gonna say that it feels like there's like some generational animosity
Yeah,
between Australians and England.
yeah, yeah. I'd imagine to this day.
If it pleases the crown, fuck you.
Look up the ashes.
Ashes.
The ashes.
A documentary or something?
Is that in reference to the kabaddi, or is that something to do with cricket? The ashes. Kabaddi. What do you think kabaddi is, without seeing it?
That's my bet is sheep racing. Sheep racing and sheep shearing.
uh, you have to. You think you have to shear the sheep and then they start racing?
I think that the sheep are racing against each other,
Mm-hmm.
greyhound style,
Yeah.
and then after they release them, the sheep are racing, but there's a guy running up after them, and say his name's Mick or something.
Mm-hmm.
Good Australian name, and he's running up with like a really high-powered set of clippers, and he's going to catch the sheep and shear them. And if he can overtake the lead sheep, roller derby style, then man wins, and then they serve mutton to everyone in the stadium. That's my.
Uh, the winner of the Test series between Australia and England hold the Ashes. It's probably a bigger prize than the World Cup.
Oh,
Hmm. And it sounds like they don't even have to like do anything as far as like qualifying to get there. It's just whenever England and Australia play each other in a
well, we've got
test
that in
series,
college
right?
football. Yeah, in college football, they've got like the little brown jug in some sort of like it's like a symbolic thing. You get to take the token home and get to talk shit until next year,
Yeah.
something along those lines.
Hmm.
I don't know.
The Ashes. Check out the Ashes then. Maybe get into a little cricket. I wonder if there's a cricket club around here.
Oh, I doubt it. I
There's
doubt it.
got to be.
Well, I'm sure that they're. I mean, they exist in the United States, but I don't know about around here.
There's probably a Cincinnati cricket club. Oh, the actual Ashes are in a museum in England. The winner is presented a replica.
Uh,
What are the ashes of? Are they actual?
I was thinking every dead cricketer.
Yeah.
When a
Is it?
cricketer dies, they burn him, put him in the big ash jug.
What? Yeah. What are the ashes from? What does it symbolize? Who got the idea to have the winners get the ashes? What are they fighting for here? There's got to be something, I would imagine. The ashes. Yeah. I don't know. Uh, have you ever played cricket?
I have not.
No.
No, no. I would say we go to Australia, but I'm not going to Australia.
Too too afraid of the wildlife.
Have you seen the spiders?
I have. Yes.
Or they have like a language. Whenever I see a picture of a spider from Australia, you can just see the faint hint of the health bar above them. They have a health bar.
Oh, here it is. This sounds like a sick burn. In the 1880s, when Australia first beat England, a mock obituary was put in a newspaper mourning the death of English cricket.
That is a very sick, gentlemanly burn.
Yeah, that does qualify as a sick, gentlemanly burn. Yeah, I like that. It's nice.
But aside from spiders, Australia's got really nasty snakes too.
Yeah, do they have scorpions?
Yeah,
Yeah, scorpions.
I don't think they. I don't know if they've got like the primo scorpions though.
No Texas scorpions.
I don't know. I know the snake. There's like the threat snake or something like that, and that's super venomous.
Well, my aunt has told me before, the one that you met, who was here just last week,
Yeah.
she'll like be cleaning the house and like, you know, move a vase when she's dusting. It's like, oh, there's a scorpion.
No. No.
No,
No.
I'm good.
Well, just desert anything. I
Yeah,
mean, really, like who? The desert is one of those biomes that's just you don't. Who? Why? Why would you do that? A jungle is probably just as bad.
yeah.
I'd probably take desert over jungle, but only by a very slim margin. You know, people made of water were never meant to live in places that are just filled with lizards and venomous insects and all kinds of shit.
Rattlesnakes and whatever else. John Locke going on his walkabout.
Yeah. Well, it's just, I mean, there's so many things in Australia. Well, like, most of the people in Australia live on the coast.
Yeah.
You know, in the middle of Australia, it's just, it's like Mars. I don't think many people live there, and it's just, if you go through there and you don't know what you're doing, you just die.
When England came to Australia and beat Australia to regain the Ashes, the Australian captain's wife presented the English captain with the ashes of some bales in a small perfume bottle. The ashes of some bales. What are bales? Is that something from
How's it spelled?
Bails?
I don't know. The only thing I can think of is like bales of hay or straw, but it's a different spelling.
Is that something from cricket? A bale? Ashes of bales in a small perfume bottle.
Well, it's kind of a dick move. They just kept it and put it in a museum.
I'm gonna have to look. He said I'll have to look it up.
Oh. But like, they returned to England.
Yeah,
They kept the ashes and then like give a replica.
yeah,
Thinking about that, that's kind of a dick move. They're
yeah.
like, oh, you guys can't have the real one back. You can have this replica. We made a very loving, sympathetic replica, but you can never have the originals back. Dicks. Classic England move.
I kind of like the. It seems like there's a little bit of a, I don't know, like a culture of prickishness in the cricket community
Yeah,
that
I
I
get
that I can get behind that. Seems like it would be fun to be a part of. Be fun to follow.
a real pricket
Yeah, a real pricket.
or a pricketer.
All right, Obi-Wan's going for a swim. Good chat. Good chat, mate. It's actually yeah, probably time for me to go to bed anyway. It's like 5:30 in the morning. So enjoy your your swim in the winter. Your crazy Australian winter right now. It's not even winter. It's summertime.
Well, it's the Southern Hemisphere, man.
Well,
It's
I
all
know.
flip-flopped.
It's flip-flopped. Flip-floppers. All right. Well, this has been a good chat here, so I'm gonna get going. Thanks for hanging out. Obi-Wan. We'll check into the what was this? Hold on, let me look again real quick. It was Kabaddi. We'll look up Kabaddi, some clips, and we can talk about this next time. And we'll check out the ashes and the finer points of you know whatever it was called. What was it? The ashes. The winner of the test series. Yeah, we'll have to look up the test series as well. Okay. All right, we got some homework to do. So, okay, we'll see you later then. Have a good swim. Take real good care. Goodbye.